All right, well, welcome to the Money and Meaning with Kinder Institute of Life Planning. I'm Lora Woodward, I'm Communications Director for Kinder Institute, and I'm so excited to have Kris Amliwala here with me. He is a registered life planner and a chartered financial planner. And just to kick things off, Kris, could you tell us a bit about your background as a financial planner?
Yes, firstly, thank you for having me. So my background as kind of doing what I do and where I got to is purely by accident. My first degree was in pharmaceutical sciences. I then did a master's degree in management. I decided to kind of help out the family firm for a bit, also just looking for options. One day my mother, the office manager, dismissed somebody. I came to help out in the afternoon, and that was about 9-10 years ago. So literally purely by accident.
Oh, wow. Well, it sounds like you followed your heart and really just kind of the energy of people serving people. So this whole series that we're doing is all about life planning and how to best connect with our clients, how to be true fiduciaries to our clients. And as a registered life planner, what does life planning mean to you?
For me, it's about more than the money. Being technical, having the chartered abilities, and I guess the equivalents out there are obviously very, very important. But I really see money as a tool for life, and we have to use it the best way we can. And that's where life planning really, really adds into everything money related, and it helps point the money towards its best use possible.
Yeah, that's really well stated. And so I'm curious, what drew you to Kinder Institute's programming and why did you stick with it?
So it was, I think around the time just after I completed my graduate scheme and kind of getting my first diploma in financial planning, I was kind of shy, I was more introverted. I struggled, or internally I thought I would struggle with client meetings. And, if everybody has the same diploma, how can I stand out and be different? Where's the magic, if you like? I did my Googling, came across George and his books. He came to the UK. I thought, let's just, have the 2 days as a trial. I had the time to do the 5-day, and I was like, yeah, let's just do it. And I've never looked back since. Never, not once.
Oh, wonderful. And so I'm curious, how did your personal life change as a result of going through the trainings and being life planned yourself?
Yeah, so being life planned myself was totally something I did not expect. It was like a bonus. I didn't see that in literature or anything. I was like, okay, cool, wow, this is about me too. And obviously, you realize that you are important yourself. Being life planned gave me more direction, more purpose, with clearer goals for myself. And that helped, like coming out of education in effect with almost endless possibilities, there's almost too much choice. So having some real direction in terms of what's important for me probably came spot on perfectly at the right time.
I'm curious, is there something that was in your third question that you've been able to realize since being life planned?
Almost everything. Literally almost everything. There were lots of things about personal relationships, financial, business goals. The only one that's missing is living in London for a little bit, which I think is also one of George's parts in his life.
It is.
One day.
Yeah, well, it's gonna happen. You're gonna make it happen. So I'm also curious about your clients. How has becoming a registered life planner influenced how you're relating to your clients and how you conduct meetings?
So there's much more structure to the meetings in that safe confined space. There's much more, well, obviously empathy, and you get grown men crying in front of you, and that's kind of weird. And then you get couples telling me things that they're not being told each other, and they've been married for 10-20 years. It's much more magical, and there's so much more, I guess, energy in a different way that you don't experience from anything else. and creating it at the beginning of the process really builds momentum to carry through to the cash flow planning, and then to kind of the products if needed at that last point.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. And of all your clients, is there a success story that you've experienced that just like blew you away?
Yeah, there's a few. Actually for me as well, it's helped differentiate me. There's been clients that weren't sure, they've interviewed half a dozen advisors and they picked me. So there's already a direct return on my investment for the Kinder courses. But then equally those clients, yes, they've almost retired. If they're husband and wife, they've retired about 13 years earlier than what they planned to. There's been others that have spent more money on themselves, their pets, their hobbies, their enjoyment, because they can. There are people that are making choices to enjoy themselves today because they don't have to wait until they're 60 or 70 or something to do something with it. There's probably too many examples to go into.
Oh, that sounds just so wonderful. What a joy for your clients to be able to work with you. I mean, you're just so easygoing and you care so much. I can feel that. What's one thing that you wish you knew at the start of becoming a life planner and introducing life planning to your clients that you would tell other advisors that want to go down the same path?
I think the key with this is integrating it into the process, the everyday process, that every time you see the different client process, this can be embedded really, really well. And it should be like really it should be. It makes such a difference. So just that practical implication of these wonderful soft skills, this new way of helping clients in a much more better manner beyond the money, fitting it into the business so it can be done every day.
Great. And so how did you go about doing that? How did you navigate introducing life planning to your clients? Because, it's different. It's a different way of running a financial planning meeting.
Yeah, so I took a step back, looking at the processes and what we have in the UK. I took a step back and said, okay, we need to do these parts. We should do these parts. What's the best way to make that process as efficient, as client-focused, client-friendly as possible? Obviously, there's commercial elements in it. There's safety, there's regulations in it. But opening with these amazing conversations, I find, is the best way. If I'm talking about you, Mr. or Mrs. Client, before I talk about your money, there's almost that openness and trust straight away. So yeah, start off with Kinder, end with product if needed, I think.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So two final questions. So first, what's next in your life planning journey?
Oh, wow. So there's a lot of life that's happened since I became a registered life planner. So it's maybe just taking a step back, going over the plan for myself. This time now with my wife, because I'm married now. Just picturing and planning the future together. And yeah, I think just doing it again, because I've pretty much accomplished everything apart from the London goal, and just seeing what the next 5, 10, the future holds for me, or for us, as I should say now.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense that like once you get married, then it's almost like it seems natural to go through the process together with your partner. And you bring up also that just going through those questions, those goal exercises, but the whole process of being life planned again, because it's dynamic. Your life is constantly changing. You're realizing those goals. So what's next? And it keeps the energy going. That just sounds wonderful.
Exactly. For me, success is a process, not a destination. So we should always be learning, refining, and achieving new and better goals all the time.
So I'm going to end with our favorite question, which is anything else?
Yes, I think it's been a long time that I've been asked that question rather than asking it myself. I really like the Kinder process. I'm a really big advocate, and I couldn't encourage more people to even dabble if they can't do the whole course. It will help you and your clients. What's more important than that?
Yeah, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Kris. It's just been an absolute pleasure. And I can't wait to hear more successes occurring in your own personal journey. And thank you for being such a committed member of the Registered Life Planner community.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure to meet you and obviously be part of the community. Thank you.